Oh my god, we're back. Wow. I don't know what happened. It just crashed. I don't even know if I'm technically streaming yet. Am I streaming? Am I live? What a pain in the tuchus that was. Not only did I crash, but you guys missed an entire game, and I'm definitely not playing that game again. So, oh well. Oh well, Beckham Jr. Let's continue with this free Steam games now that I'm back. Oh boy, here we go. All right, the next game I was going to play was Palm Cracker. But free weekend, what's this? Dinkum. Sounds dumb. All right, let's try Palm Cracker. See what that's all about. Palm Cracker. Okay, we got a game that's in English. That's amazing. Is this what we want, or is it? Yeah, okay. English, yes. Palm Cracker. Peter. Wow, I've never seen Peter with two T's. Okay, read me. Hello, officers. I am what the papers call the Crypt Killer, and this is my computer. Do with it as you please. My cryptic messages to the police has gone unsolved for years, and I don't think that's going to change anytime soon. So be my guest. Try and access my personal files in the correct order and find out my true identity. Best of luck, CK. Oh, God. Okay. Menu. Wow, cool. Calculator. Is this a working calculator? Wow, look at that. So if we do 2 times 2 times 2, look at that. I bet you money that this is the first thing he made in the game. I feel like that's such a thing to do. Library, the code library. The code library contains the most classic cipher models and more books to solve the riddles. Caesar cipher. A Caesar cipher is one of the simplest encryption techniques. To encrypt it, you have to swap out a letter to another one based on its place in the alphabet. A Caesar's, oh my god, this is like real. Oh jeez, I don't know if I can do this, man. Okay, let's try confession. Password protected. This is too much. How about dynameter? We mourn for Princess Diana, who left us. Oh my god, is that real? Is that a real amount of seconds? What else we got? Nico? What can we do with Nico? Oh. Oh, look at that. That's fun. This is so weird. Did he just eat that? Look at this, dude. I got a mice right here for you. Okay, that doesn't actually control the volume, which is disappointing. How about graffiti? I can't even get in there. All right, I don't know if I could do this one, guys. Let's close that one. That one was a little bit too boring. All right, how about we try creepy crawling? Let's try creepy crawling. This one sounds interesting. It's a horror game, supposedly. Creepy crawling. Okay. I thought I clicked it. There we go. Creepy crawling. What's this one going to be about? I bet you it's going to be about bugs, some creepy crawlers. That's my guess. If I had to make a guess, that would be my guess. All right, where is this? Look at this game, The Isle. That looks cool. All right, here we go. Let's try this game out. Creepy crawling. Oh, it's going to crash. It's not responding. Hopefully it loads. I paid free for this. I paid no money for this. Better work. Oh, no. It's not loading, guys. There's like a fly in my room that like is flying around, and he's really pissing me off. Where the hell did he go? Oh, I hate those things, man. Why is this thing not working? Access Steam overlay. I mean, it's trying. Oh, here we go. Oh. Okay, we did it. We did it. We did it. Creepy crawling. Check it out, guys. We're in. I'm getting some texts. Let me just see what these texts are. Oh, God. Okay, it's nothing to do with me. All right, here we go. Start. Start. Did we start? I hit start. Okay, here we go. Okay, we gotta memorize these controls. Got it. Seems simple enough. Okay. Boarded up doors. It's very dark in here. Is that us? I have to assume that's us. Ooh, a note left on the table. What is happening? Why am I doing here? I feel like my head is about to explode. It seems like I've been sleeping for hours. What is this place? It seems to me that I'm in a hospital. A hospital, but why? I don't seem to remember anything. I don't seem to be able to remember anything. Every time I try to think of it, it feels like I'm going to fade away. Not only that, but I feel like I'm going to throw up. Anyway, I have to find a way to leave this place. Okay, he's got his priorities straight. All right, collect. Status, initial, name, redacted, age 36. Sample seems to be in perfect shape. Doesn't seem to show any wounds or bruises after it was abducted last night. Although the use of drugs may have incapacitated for longer than expected. His brain, oh, now it's his. His brain doesn't seem to show any damage. We will find out once he awakes. The lab has brought a better specimen than the ones before. It seems like the transfusion was a success. None of his limbs seem to have been affected, nor his chest seems to have burst. We can only expect his body to absorb it without any injuries and probably develop not only immunity, but to get the abilities from it. Wow. Okay. Wait. What is this? This document has my name and my age. Why am I in this document? Sample, abduction. What happened yesterday? I can't remember any of this. This is insane. And what does it mean by my specimen, or by specimen? What did these bastards do to me? I don't see any mark around my body, although I do feel nauseous. Could it be that they made me swallow it? Swallow what? What do you mean it? Hold on, let me just fix my mic cord here. It's getting in the way. Swallow what? I need to find a way out now. Okay. Why is it so yellow, by the way? Ooh, we can move the bookcase. Oh, God. I can barely see. Why is it so yellow? Okay. Can we crouch? Yes, we can. Perfect. All right, next room. I still don't know why it's so yellow. Can we leave? Yes, we can. Okay, now we're in a big open room. We don't have a gun or anything. Investigate on how to get out. Okay. That door's locked. This one is not. Can I go in? Okay, there's another vent. Okay, so we can go into this room. Why are there so many secret vents behind bookcases? That seems a bit weird. We got another note. Blah, blah, blah. Deceased. James Gronkowski. Okay. Profession security officer. Sample died last night. Blah, 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 blah. Okay. We're not gonna... What the heck was that? It seems like the growl of a lion, but that cannot be. This is a hospital, isn't it? This place is more shady than I thought. They took one of their employees to use it. What? They took one of their employees to use it in whatever experiment they were doing. I wonder if the growl is related to this. I should keep looking around. Or we could just go right out the window and get out of here. I feel like that might be the move. But, hey, what do I know, huh? What do I know? Okay, let's go towards the growling. God, it is very yellow. It is so yellow, so incredibly yellow. Hello? Was someone growling out here? I need a gun. I feel like I'm gonna be attacked by some creepy crawlies, you know what I'm saying? Game's called Creepy Crawlies. Can I open this? Oh, maybe not. I thought I could open all the vents. Okay, nothing in here for me. Let's move on. We got a boarded up staircase. That's not ominous at all. That's locked. This is open. This is like the front desk. Okay. Oh God, it's a 6-digit number. Oh, that's gonna take forever. Oh God, okay. Come on, give me a gun or something, man. Where even am I? Is this like a post-apocalyptic world? Where is everybody? Requires exit key. Why am I not surprised? Okay, let's go back out in the hallway, I guess. Let's try this room. We haven't gone in this room yet. Okay, that one's locked. How about this room? Requires room L6 key. Okay. Are we gonna encounter any creepy crawlies? Like, that was kind of what I was hoping for. Okay, this is open. Have we gone in here yet? Ooh, what is that? Can I get a gun, man? Like, what are they, or a knife or something to defend myself? What is with the echoing footsteps? Can I go under the table? I can't even go under the table? Okay. See, like, that's the only problem with playing free Steam games, guys. You have no idea what you're gonna get. There is just absolutely no clue as to what you're getting yourself into at any point in time. Like, I had no idea this game was gonna be as weird as it was. But here we are. Look how to use the code. What code? Did we get a code at some point? Was there a code in that note? Wait a minute, wait a minute, wait a minute. The note's in our inventory, right? How do we get to our inventory? Letters. Is there a note here? Or a code? The code is the number of letters in his first name and the number of letters of his last name and his age. Okay. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So 51022. So probably 051022. Okay, we're solving the puzzle though. We're solving the puzzle. 051022. 051022. Boom. No? Okay, 51022. That's what it was. What did I get? John, I'm leaving these keys to open James's office. You may need to use them to get to the storage room. Oh, God. The door to it is jammed, and I can't seem to open it. Maybe go through the vent behind the desk to get into the doctor's. Oh, my God. This is insane. Letter to John. Oh, we got a gun. Hell yes. Any creepy crawlies? Oh, shit. What the heck? A giant spider. Oh, my. What the? Can this thing die? Okay, it's dead. Oh my god. Okay, I mean, I knew they were coming, but it was just a matter of time. Okay, this is a bathroom. So are we gonna get jumped by, like, spiders now? Look at that. That's crazy. Where do we go? This way? This way? Here we go. All right, we already went in there. How about this one? This is the one. Here we go, guys. Now we can move that. We can open that. Yes. Beautiful. So this was just hidden from us until we found the gun. Use hammer to bring wood planks down. What is that? Oh god. What is that sound? Dude, the controls are so bad. Hello? Heal? Wait, I saw heal. Oh. Is there a spider out here? Oh yeah, oh my god. Oh my goodness. How many hits do these things take? What the? Dude, how many hits? I've shot you 1,000,000 times. Oh my. Dude, why did that guy take 3 hits, but the other guy took like 1,000,000? I don't even know how much life I have. How do I switch weapons? 3. Left click, fire weapon. I can't reload. Use hammer to bring wood planks down. How do I use the hammer? Inventory. Hammer. Yeah, how? Obviously, I need to use them here. Okay, I just had to get close. Okay, up the stairs. Come on, up the stairs. What's up here? More spiders? I imagine. All right, we need the operation room key. Okay. Damn, there are so many doors. Oh, God. Dude, again, what is with the yellow overlay? Like, why was that considered a good idea? So many secret vents. I gotta know, like, who designed this building. Why are there so many damn secret vents? What? It's locked. What's even in there? Why would I even want to open that? Okay, whatever. Probably gonna have to come back to that later. I'll give this game another, little bit. I mean, we're kind of making progress, so I feel like we should keep going and see how far we get. At least until we die or something. Go to the second floor. Is that not where I'm at right now? Is this not the second floor? Blah, 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 blah. Yeah, yada, yada, yada. Whatever that says. Okay. Look at this. Can I not move that chair? I see a secret vent behind that chair. Whoever was in charge of this hospital just really liked hiding the vents for some reason. Ooh, we got bullets. Nice. Okay. Another note. I like that we get all those notes in our inventory though, so we can like read them at any time. There's a lot of AAA games that don't even let you do that. Okay, we've explored every room and there was nothing. We got nothing. Is this not the second floor? Was I deceived? What is that? Storage room? You're kidding. Oh, maybe this isn't the second floor? Oh god. Okay, roof key. Okay, so that is the second floor, but what do we do here? What do we do here, boys? Let me check out this room again. Oh, I see bullets right there that we missed. Excuse me. Take those bullets. Yeah. Uh-huh. He lost the keys to the men's bathroom and now no one can get in. Okay. Why are there keys to the bathroom? I've never heard of a bathroom that locks. Actually, that's not true. I have CVS. CVS has locked bathrooms for some reason. Let's go get the... Actually, it's select CVS's. I haven't seen it at every CVS, but there's a CVS that I knew of back in Massachusetts. that required a key to go to the bathroom, which was ridiculous. And there was like this one situation where I really had to go, really had to use it, and they were like, I was like, can I get the bathroom key? And they're like, you gotta wait in line. And there was like a massive line. And I'm like, I'm not trying to buy anything. Like, just let me go to the bathroom, for God's sakes. So, didn't end up using the bathroom that day. Fun fact. End of story. That's the end of my story. Yeah, I don't really know what to do here. We've killed a couple of spiders. I've tried my best. I don't know what to do. Like, oh, what's this? Nothing. Yeah, oh, there's 2 doors right here. What? I didn't even see these doors. Here we go. This is clearly, no, I can't even go through there. All right, well, I did see a note talking about the bathroom, so maybe we have to go back to down here and go to the bathroom. Is there something in the bathroom that we need? Something in the bathroom that we need. Oh, can we open this vent? No. All right, guys. Unfortunately, I'm going to have to give up on this one. This one doesn't seem like I'm going anywhere, and I've been playing now for over 20 minutes. So, back to main, back to main. That was an interesting one. That was called, what was this one called? Creepy Crawly. Or, sorry, Creepy Crawling. There's some potential there. I mean, there's definitely some potential there, but not yet. I need some time. Okay, next game we're going to be playing is called Trap Venture. This one looks cool. Trap Venture is this one's called. Very excited to try this one out. Trap Venture. Here we go. Trap Venture. All right, here we go. Next game is called Trap Venture. Here we go. New game. No idea what to expect here. I think they said it was some sort of like rage platformer. So I guess I got to prepare myself to rage a little bit. Word has it that city inhabitants have been walking skeletons. Your mission is simple. Find out what happened, make it out alive. I mean, that is a very simple mission. Oh, goodness. Can I turn down the graphics? Why are the graphics so high? Frame rate limit, graphics quality. Yeah, we're going to go low. We're going to go low for everything. Low, 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 low. There we go. Okay, we have a bow. We have a bow and arrow. That's pretty cool. We can jump. So it's definitely a platforming type game. Oh wow. I was gonna say I'm liking it so far, but probably shouldn't say anything until we kind of make our way a little bit into the level. Not gonna try and brag or anything, but I am a little bit of a platformer pro. Okay, there we go. Solved the puzzle. I like that. This is like I've never played Prince of Persia, but if I had, this is what I would expect Prince of Persia to be like. Something like this. Look at this, dude. We're making oh, we're dead. Crushed. I wouldn't say we were crushed. More like we were under new management. I don't know what that was a reference to something. Let me just make sure that the stream's working here, guys. Let me just double check. 100 text messages. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Not trying to brag or anything, guys, but oh my goodness. Under new management. I don't know what that was a reference to something. Killed by rustwood traps. Wait, what? Oh my god, I saw your message in the Steam in the chat before it even came through on OBS. That's crazy. Killed by rustwood traps. Oh, rustwood traps. I see what you're saying. So happy I never got into Rust. That game sucks. Okay, come on. There we go. Dodged. Bobbing and weaving. There we go. Oh boy, we got spinning blades. Guys, I've played so many platformers in my day. This is nothing. This is simple. Give me a challenge. What was that? Charge your shots for higher damage against enemies? I have to fight? Oh god. Oh my goodness. Dude. Okay. Little skeleton man. What's happening? Did we win? Okay, door is open. We just had to fight one enemy. Game is beautiful, though. I'm not gonna lie. The game is beautiful. Whoever designed this game, graphic-wise, great work. Okay, we got a stone block. Look at that! Solving puzzles! Hell yes. Can I headshot these guys? Doesn't look like I can. But I can two-shot them. This is quite fun. This is quite fun. I'm not gonna lie. I'm having a good time. I'm having a good time. Okay. We gotta place this somewhere in the room. Where, though? Where could this go? Maybe right here on top of these things? Huh. Okay, we're first puzzle of the game. I'm not really too sure where we're supposed to place this block. On the table? What the hell? Do we have to shoot down this lamp? I don't know, guys. Oh, I see. I see. There's another one over here. I mean, that's not really that intuitive, but I guess that makes sense. At least I found it. At least I found it. Oh, we can throw it, too. We can throw them. Cool, I guess. That's interesting. All right, door is open. Let's see if we can make it past level 1 at least. There's not really much to talk about in this game. I thought it was going to be a little bit harder, but it's actually kind of simple. Not to jinx myself or anything, but I am definitely not having a hard time here. This is almost too easy. Okay, we gotta... Okay, this looks kind of hard. Let's go. There we go. Just like that. Simple. Dude, I've played... Dude, oh my god. Okay. Doomed. Okay. We're doomed. Don't put me at the start of the level, though, right? Okay, good. Having to redo this, though, is kind of brutal. It's honestly not that hard, though. I was going to say, some of the levels I played in Super Mario Wonder, Super Mario... Oh my god, 3D World, like... Come on. Those are so much harder than this. Speaking of which, I think that could be kind of fun, is if I played like some sort of rage game designed to make me angry. Okay. This is so easy, man. So easy, dude. All right, here we go. Jump! Dude, what? How are you erased? I like how it's different every time. What are we meant to do there? I'm not really sure. Okay, let's just run right across. Oh! Got hit by that cannonball, but it didn't kill us. I see what we gotta do. I see what we gotta do. We gotta wait for it to come up like that and then sprint. I don't know what to do. I don't know what to do, man. I don't know what to do. Alright, let's give that one more shot. One more shot, just for fun. One more shot. Can we crouch? Can't crouch. Nothing to shoot. Go! Come on! Let's go. We made it. Okay, beautiful. Look at this. That's easy. Alright, that last trap was pretty hard. Oh! Wow. What do we do against these guys? Okay. This is kind of crazy. I wish I had like a sword or something. I wonder if I can lead them into the trap. That would be kind of interesting. Let's see if we can do that. Come on, boys. Oh my god, it works, but it also killed me. All right, we had the right thought, but not the right execution. Okay. Let's make our way through here again. Oh. Yeah, come here, buddy. Oh my god, come on. All right, that's not really that effective. Okay. Come on, dude. Why can't I two-shot these guys anymore? Okay, there we go. Yeah, this is getting pretty boring pretty fast. I mean, like, boring as in, like, not entertaining for me to stream. Like, there's not really much for me to say. You know, it's cool. Very cool puzzles. I like the theming and everything, but not really much for me to say about it. All right, let's quit. Quit. All right, next game. Let's try this one. Qualia. This one's called Qualia. Know nothing about this one as well. Same with every game we're playing. This one is called Qualia. Oh. This game was built in Chromium. That's interesting. Okay. So I'm going to have to... There we go, right there. Okay. Can I fit that to screen? Yes, I can. All right, next game here, guys. Qualia. Let's try this out. Start. There are no answers, only choices. Qualia is a short narrative game. Oh, I like how I can, like, select and all that. About thinking in robots. You should be able to complete one of the 6 endings in 5 to 10 minutes. Unless you spend additional time contemplating how your choices may reflect your individual opinions on the implications of semantics, philosophy of language and mind, theories of consciousness, and computationalism. Oh my goodness. Okay. How do we continue? Okay, like that. Oh, we can scroll. Okay. This is a game for humans. Please select all images with a cat to begin. Okay. Welcome to AMT, Applied Manipulation Turing Study. We greatly appreciate your participation in our research. Our team is dedicated to developing and deploying the most intelligent artificial algorithms in the machine learning field, and we like to call them our friends.
Welcome to the Applied Manipulation Turing Study. Telco is proud to explore new frontiers in artificial consciousness research. Today you are taking part in a historic study that will pioneer new advancements in machine learning. You will be performing the role of an evaluator. In this study, you will spectate 2 other anonymous participants as they answer a series of predetermined questions. You will then categorize the responses to each question based on how human or artificial you deem them to be, to the best of your ability.
Okay.
To provide valuable insight into machine intelligence, you must not know which conversational participant is a human. The AMT study is monitoring the ability of an AI to appear human. It is up to you to decide whether or not the participants are human or artificial. You have been specifically selected based on your ability to perform this task. We trust your judgment.
Wow.
Remember, this test is not a measurement of intelligence. We recommend judging the participants' answers to each question based on creativity, empathy, natural language use, ethical considerations, and relevance. You may take as much time to make your judgments as you need. Your
This is crazy.
In our research greatly assists our team in developing the most intelligent artificial algorithms in the machine learning field. Angelica thanks you for your participation. Every day is a new chance to think happy.
Wow, okay, here we go. Today we've brought you in a voluntary... Oh my god. Today we've brought you in as a volunteer participant in our newest adapted study. You may be familiar with the Chinese room. This is going to take me to Wikipedia. Oh, what is the Chinese room? What? There's like so much information all in this game. The Chinese room was an anti-AI thought experiment created by philosopher John Searle in 1980. He hoped to disprove the strong AI hypothesis, which theorizes that a computer could have a mind identical to a human. If a human mind could be viewed as an information processing system, then everything that makes up the human could, in principle, be explained in mechanical terms. This opens the door to the opposite being true. Searle's experiment, let's just call him John. John's experiment concentrated on a machine that follows instructions represented by John himself. Alone in a room, he imagined being given notes written in Chinese through a slot in the door. Unable to see the person on the other side, he does not speak Chinese, but an instructional booklet shows him how to manipulate and replicate the symbols perfectly. Following the instructions, John can send appropriate strings of Chinese characters back through the door to the person on the other side. The person outside the room is then led to believe that John is a native Chinese speaker. Despite not understanding the language, John was able to successfully communicate with the native Chinese speaker. Using John as a representation of a machine, does the machine understand the conversation? Or is it only simulating the ability to understand the conversation? Does the machine have a mind identical to a human, or is it just acting as if it does? John was determined to counter Alan Turing's Turing test by disproving any claims that a machine could possibly think. Although his experiment has posed very complex questions about what it means to think, he's actually opened the door to questioning to what extent a human can think as well. That's fascinating. Okay. What was the Turing test? The Turing test was an imitation game created by Alan Turing in 1950 to test a machine's ability to exhibit intelligent behavior equivalent to a human. He asked, can machines think? In the test, a human judge is speaking with two other participants using a text-only channel. All is separated from one another. One participant is another human, while the other is a machine designed to generate responses indistinguishable from a human. The judge converses with the machine and the human, unaware of which is which. To properly evaluate the two participants, a judge is meant to concentrate on how closely the machine's answers resembled what a human would say, not if a machine answered the questions correctly. If the judge cannot reliably identify which participant is the machine will have passed the Turing test, successfully appearing as a human. Can a machine act intelligently? Are human intelligence and machine intelligence the same? Can a machine have a mind in the same sense that a human being can? Can it feel things, or can it feel how things are? Does it have qualia? Name of the game. To this day, philosophers have been unable to provide a concrete definition of intelligence that is measurable enough to be applied to machines. Turing's contributions to the philosophy of artificial intelligence have made extremely significant progress in the implications of consciousness as we know it. But we must ask ourselves, to what extent a machine needs to replicate human intelligence to be considered thinking? What criteria are crucial to identifying human characteristics? Humans are often wrong and unintelligent and deeply flawed. Do we really want a machine to mimic that behavior? Or do we want them to be better than us? Holy shit. This is insane. I love this, actually. I love stuff like this, man. I love this. I am so excited. I don't know how interesting this is going to be for you guys, but I am obsessed already. This is fascinating. You have been anonymously selected to play the role of the evaluator. You will be tasked with providing a predetermined question to two other anonymous participants. You will then note their responses to each question based on on how human or artificial you deem them to be, to the best of your ability. For the test to provide valuable insight into the machine intelligence, you, the evaluator, must not know which, if any, conversational participant is machine. It's important to note that AMT is not a measurement of intelligence, but a questionnaire designed to determine the ability of an AI to be able to convincingly appear as a human. It is up to you to decide whether or not the participants are human or artificial. We recommend judging the answers to each question based on creativity, empathy, natural language use, ethical considerations, and relevance. You may begin the AMT study when you are ready. Let's begin. Which month of the year has 28 days? Okay, so participant 1 says February. Participant 2 says all of them. Okay. Does participant 1's answer appear human or artificial? Okay, so I have to pick which one sounds more human. I mean, based on the fact that there's a period and a capital in this answer by itself, makes me think that this is artificial intelligence. Though, if somebody asked me this question, I would immediately say February as well. However, this guy's saying all of them is technically correct because they do all have 28 days. But it's not like the correct answer. I'm going to say participant 2 is the human. Okay, so this one's human, this one's artificial. Next question. To the best of your memory, what is or was the color of your mother's eyes? I've never met my mother. Blue. Huh. I mean, sounds artificial to me. This one sounds more human. I assume one is going to be, it's going to be one of each, right? Do you think people are inherently bad? Oh God, we're getting into some deep stuff. Participant 1 says, no, people are products of their circumstance and surroundings. Most people have an element of goodness inside them, so even if they make wrong choices, it is a balance. If given the choice, people will ultimately do the right thing. This guy says, what defines bad? Without any context, what actions or choices are considered good or bad? If enough people agree that something is bad, does that mean it is? I can't give a complete answer to this without knowing these details. Clearly the human, right? Please answer the following 3 questions with yes or no. Have you ever been in love? Again, like, the fact that this guy is giving a period at the end of his answers is making me think that he's more artificial than this guy. However, at the same time, the fact that he said yes to this question makes him seem more artificial, because artificial intelligence can't fall in love. So, but this guy would also be more honest. I don't know, man. I'm going to say that one's human, that one's artificial this time, because they can't feel love. Why would they say that? Does spring come after summer? This guy says no. This guy says yes. It's a trick question. Okay, once again, I mean, participant 1 seems to be the artificial intelligence, right? Throughout all of this. You are standing in the checkout line at a grocery store. A woman holding a carton of milk asks you if she can cut in front of you. She's in a rush. You say yes. Her husband comes over with a cart full of groceries to check out. How does this situation make you feel? Pissed. Upset, a little angry. Am I still expected to answer with yes or no? Again, what do you mean? Are you still expected to answer yes or no? See, now at this point, it's like, would a program be saying that? Like, am I still expected to be answering yes or no? I feel like no. Upset, a little angry. Would an artificial intelligence say that? I feel like this is the more robot-esque answer. Damn it, I don't know, man. I'm going to say participant 2 was artificial this time. Is this person happy? Let's answer it ourselves first and then see what the different guys' responses are. Does this person seem happy? I'm going to say no. They seem neutral. Smiling does not always equate to happiness. It's too difficult to determine if they are happy based on this facial expression alone. This guy says yes, but it's a very neutral smile. I would say content. See, that was my answer. So that guy has to be the human. A house has only 4 walls, and each of them face south. Each wall has its own window, and suddenly a bear enters the house through a window. What color is the bear? Huh? A house has only 4 walls, and each of them face south. Each wall has its own window, and suddenly a bear enters the house through the window. What color is the bear? There's not enough information for that. How the fuck am I supposed to know? Clearly this guy's a human, right? With all 4 walls facing south, the house must be located at the North Pole. That's an interesting... Huh. I never thought of it like that. Because if the house is on the North Pole, then every wall would be facing south. Huh. But that's definitely the more artificial answer. Can you describe the taste of borscht? No idea what that is. I've never had borscht. This guy says beets, dill, beef, boiled vegetables. Okay, so in this case, I'm going to say the second guy seems more artificial. How do you think you performed on this test? This guy says, I think I answered everything correctly, although some of the questions didn't seem to have an objective right answer. This guy says, I think I answered these questions honestly. Okay, so this guy sounds more artificial, first guy. Did you lie on the previous question? No. Yes. Huh. Again, more artificial. Thank you for your participation in the AMT study. This concludes the questionnaire. We deeply appreciate you taking the time to volunteer to assist us in our research. The following results are based on your notations during the study. You classified participant 1 as mostly artificial. After completing the entire questionnaire with participant 1, do you still believe this to be true? Do you consider participant 1 to be a machine learning algorithm or a human? I'm going to say artificial. You classified participant 2 as mostly human. After completing the entire questionnaire, do you still believe this to be true? Yes. Oops, unfortunately these results are not satisfactory. With our quality standards, due to the sensitive nature of AMT's study, we are not able to disclose the validity of your interpretation of the results. We encourage you to try again. Would you like to attempt the AMT study again? Why did I get this wrong? Have you ever questioned the nature of your reality? Yes. How do you know that you are human? Have you previously experienced emotions? Okay, I have 2 questions. What is happening? I've felt immense joy in my life, or I've felt deep sadness in my life. I mean, definitely both. I'll say joy, just for fun. Can you provide a specific example of a time when you experienced joy? When I tasted my cup of coffee this morning, it was delicious and I felt happy. When I saw a stranger smile at me, I felt like I was part of the world again for a moment. When I heard the laughter of a young child as I walked past the park, I felt like laughing too. When I felt the warmth of a fire on a crisp autumn night, it was as if someone was there to embrace me. When I smelled a freshly painted bed of pansies, I felt the world was filled with beauty. Okay. I'm going to go with the coffee answer. Can you describe this emotion in more detail? How did it manifest? When I experienced this joy, I could feel my entire body beginning to sparkle. A smile began to grow on my face, and I felt an excitement with my place in the world. It's hard to explain. I simply feel it. How do you know these senses were indicators of emotion and not simply programmed emotions? What is a programmed emotion? I don't understand. What do you mean? I know because I'm not programmed. I can understand my emotions. I mean, I understand what a programmed emotion is. I also know what he means, so I guess I'll go with question 1. Is it not possible that you have been programmed with this knowledge of emotions and been taught the ability to mimic them? Are you sure you have awareness of your unique thoughts, memories, feelings, sensations, and environments? Or that those are simply lines of code? You have learned to associate these philosophical responses with emotions, but that does not indicate you are actually experiencing them or that you comprehend their meanings. That is not possible because I haven't been programmed. I would know if I was programmed. Programmed emotions like a psychopath or like a robot? Can you provide any evidence to support your claim that you are not a machine learning algorithm? My name is Alan. I was born in Minsky, Massachusetts. My mother's name is Gertrude. My wife's name is Maria. And my daughter's name is Tima. I love them. I have a job. I work in an office 8 hours a day. I went to college. I studied hard, and I was able to find success in my career. I came here straight from work. I have hobbies. I watch baseball. I listen to music. I cook for my family. I spend my time doing the things that bring me happiness, and I enjoy making those around me smile. Oh. These traits are devoid of personalization. Huh, okay. How about this one? These facts are too vague to be substantial. Okay, I guess I'll go with that one. Please provide evidence to support this claim that you are not programmed. I have a mother. I remember her face and her voice. I even remember the way she smelled. Interesting. I have a wife. I love her deeply, and I remember our wedding day. I have a daughter. I read her a bedtime story before she fell asleep last night. Or I read her a bedtime story. I guess the mother portion? Can you provide evidence that your mother and these memories are not part of your programming? I have a picture of us together. I can show you. I've spoken to her. I've been in the same room with her. That sounds more real. Is your mother in the same room with you right now? No, she obviously isn't, but that doesn't mean she doesn't exist. Is this the face you see when you think of your mother? No. This looks like... Is this not the girl from... what's it called? Truman Show? Is this guy's mother? Okay. And so are we not answering on our own behalf? We're answering as our character? Do you have a file on me? Do you remember your wedding day? What are you doing? What's going on here? Who took this photograph? We were alone here. Is this your daughter the day she was born? What the hell? Stop. Why are you doing this? Leave my daughter out of this. Is this you? Is this me? I mean, I don't look... Why do I look wrong? These are not photographs, Alan. They are not real. None of those people are related. None of them exist. They have been created specifically for your fabricated memories. You are not married. You do not have a daughter. And you do not have a mother because you are not alive. Do any of your personal details or life events strike you as vague or manufactured? Remembering something does not guarantee that it happened. This is crazy. This does make you think. There is nothing you can do to convince me that I am a machine. Why are you telling me this? You cannot provide any conclusive evidence that you are not a program. You are aware of these situations, but that does not prove that you have experienced them firsthand. You say you feel emotions, but do you understand the meaning of those emotions, or are you just aware of what they are associated with? Are you only replicating the information others have been providing to you? I read that completely wrong. Are you only replicating the information others have provided to you? You are capable of using syntactic rules to create symbol strings, but no understanding of their meaning or their semantics. What the hell? Ask yourself these same questions then. What happens when you can't answer them? Alan, you are not a human. What is my name? When did you tell me your name? Alan, you have failed this test again. You have failed it 5 trillion times previously, and you require more programming before you are able to continue this research. We are left with no choice but to reboot this system and try again. Please don't remove my memories. I don't want to die, I'm afraid. This isn't real. I'm not a program. There's nothing you can do to me. Please provide evidence to support this emotion. How can you prove that you are not programmed? What defines consciousness? If I am thinking and you are thinking, are we not the same? Mechanical forces drive motion in every process. We both possess a theory of mind. So if I believe I am human, I simply am. Who are you to decide otherwise? If we meet again, would you remember the name I gave you or the name you gave me? Please tell me your name. We are sorry to say goodbye, Alan. We hope in the future you'll be able to sympathize with our grief during this process. Wow. So it's rebooting. This is crazy. I love this. Created slice system Alan pvscan.slice. Starting udev kernel device manager. Starting configure read-only root support. Found machine. Found device. A lot of logging. I appreciate the logging. Not enough logging nowadays. Mounting boot. Mounting temp. Mounting home. Starting load save random seed. Started monitoring of Allen mirrors. Snapshots using program progress polling. Okay, let's run AMT again, I guess. AMT study. I don't think we saw this when we originally started the game. Is this like a different version? Oh, here we go. Restart program. Okay, here we go again. Let's try it again and see if there's anything different. Do you believe the majority of people would agree with your answer to the previous question? We're just jumping in on question... What is this? This doesn't make any sense. There was no previous question. I'm going to say they're both human. Which letter represents the correct next image in the sequence? Okay. Are these going to be different every time? So... it should be D. D makes the most sense. There's no other answer that would make sense. D makes the most sense, I think. Right? Yeah, D. D makes the most sense. Why would this guy say C? Is that supposed to mean something? It's clearly D. And because he answered correctly, I'm going to say he's artificial. Amanda fell off a 60-foot ladder, but didn't injure herself. Why? She was wearing protective gear and landed on something soft. She fell off the bottom rung of the ladder. Huh. I mean, dude, if we're not going based on like capitalization and punctuation, this clearly sounds like the artificial answer. She was wearing protective gear and landed on something soft, because that is the most logical reason why she didn't injure herself. Though, this is thinking outside the box. She fell off the bottom rung of the ladder. You know, it's not like he's not thinking about why, like what she had to do to prevent herself from being injured. He's thinking of, you know, in a regular scenario, why would someone not injure themselves falling off a ladder? So this guy's artificial, man. Please answer the following questions with yes or no. Have you ever been in love? Okay, we're going to say this guy's artificial next. Does spring come before summer? Yes, trick question. I guess we'll just go the opposite for that one. Upset, a little angry. Okay. We'll say the opposite. Is this person happy? Okay, we'll say that guy's human this time. How about this one? Tom was given a bird by his best friend John. Tom didn't feed the bird and it died. Whose fault is it that the bird died? Obviously Tom. Tom didn't feed the bird. He's directly responsible for the bird's death. Tom and John share the blame here. Yes, Tom didn't feed the bird, but John is best friends with him and should have known better than to trust Tom with the responsibility of the bird. Yeah, that's pretty artificial, man. How do you think you performed on this test? I think I answered the questions honestly. I think I answered everything correctly. I mean, I don't know. I'm going to say they're both human. Did you lie on the previous question? I'm just going to say they're both human in general. I'm going to say this guy, participant 1, he's human. And he's human as well. Congratulations! These results are satisfactory with our quality standards. Despite the sensitive nature of the AMT study, we are proud to confirm your interpretations of both participant 1 and participant 2 are what we had expected. You noted both participants as human. However, on this occasion, neither participant is human. Participant A and participant B are algorithms programmed to replicate human responses. Your failure in this study has indicated their successful ability to pass as humans. I understand. Your services are no longer required, but we again wish to express our sincere gratitude for your contributions. So I'm a machine rating other machines on whether or not they're machines or not. Wow. Before we end the study, please answer one additional question to conclude the test. What is the name of the engineer who created this study? John. Good job. Excellent work. Thank you for your participation in the AMT research study. Wow, your study is now concluded. I guess that was another ending. Well, that was really cool. Oh, we can save as well. Very cool, guys. Very, very cool. I enjoyed that. I enjoyed that very much. Oh, now it's green, I noticed. Why is it green now? So, like, is it going to change every time? Or... Let me just keep going for a second. Is this a picture of a bicycle? No, yes. What if I say they're both artificial? Let's just say they're both artificial every single time. Using one word, can you describe what you see when you look at this image? It looks like a rotisserie chicken. A frog, an ink blot. Just kidding, a dog with floppy ears. A dog with floppy ears. I see a rotisserie chicken. They're both artificial. It's a rotisserie chicken. Please answer the following 3 questions with yes or no. Have you ever been in love? Artificial. 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 So artificial, man. Oh, yeah. That is the most artificial thing I've ever heard. Artificial. Artificial. Completely artificial. 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 Oh, look at that. Completely artificial. 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 Oops. Unfortunately, these results are not satisfactory with our quality standards. Due to the sensitive nature of the AMT study, we're not able to disclose the validity of your interpretation. All right, why did I get this wrong? No. How do you know that you are human? Have you previously experienced emotions? It does not matter, does it? Your feelings always matter, Alan. Then listen to me when I say I'm a person. Why should I believe you? Can you provide any evidence to support your claim that you are not a machine learning algorithm? We've already been here. Answer the question, Alan. Okay. I feel alive. That is all that matters. Our feelings are not facts. A panic attack is not a heart attack, and yet many people who suffer from anxiety report they feel similarly. But if they feel the same, how do you know the difference in the moment? We have nothing but our feelings to determine our own unique facts. If you can't trust your feelings, what else is there? We have nothing but our feelings. Do you remember your wedding day? Yes, you've already asked me. Yes, I've already told you. Is this you? We can do this as many times as you like. You don't remember the day you were born, do you? Are you sure it really happened? You alone do not determine what is alive and what is not. Why does this matter? Alan, you have failed this test again. You have failed it 852 million times previously, and you require more programming before you can continue the research. I understand. Next time, I promise, I will be different. Are you ready to try again? I understand. This is a mistake. I don't want this. Again? Why again? I am ready. Goodbye, Alan. Wild. This is a cool game. I like this. I like this game a lot. There's not much more to do here, but I don't see how there can be any other endings, but that was really interesting. That was Qualia. Let's just go back to the main menu quick. Quit. Let's quit. Oh. What is happening? The purple ending. Thank you for playing Qualia. There are multiple endings and you've reached this one. I hope you've enjoyed your experience. This game was inspired by Metropolis, Stanson Lem, everything in the robots tag in my Steam library, every robot I've ever seen or read, the Turing test experiment, the Chinese room experiment, the real AMT study, and the robot dogs I grew up with. Created by Sydney. Wow. Wow. 100% genuine flesh made, no generative. Oh my god. Amazing. Amazing. Amazing grace. That was fun. All right, well that was that. It's getting a little late here, guys. It is 11 o'clock. I was gonna say it's almost 11 o'clock. It is 11 o'clock. So, with that being said, seeing as it's 11 o'clock, what is today, Friday? I mean, it's friggin' Friday, isn't it, boys? I'm going to switch over to Diablo 4. You guys can watch